Observe cause and effect. Hi, my name's Dave, and welcome to my daily journey through the Daily Stoic, 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. If you enjoy Stoic content and self-improvement, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Today is April 16th. Observe cause and effect. Pay close attention in conversation into what is being said and what follows from any action. In the action, immediately look for the target. In words, listen closely to what's being signaled. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 7.4. Through the work of the psychologist Albert Ellis, Stoicism has reached millions of people through what's known as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. As a form of therapy, CBT helps patients identify destructive patterns in their thoughts and behavior so they can, over time, direct and influence them in a more positive direction. Of course, Marcus Aurelius had no formal training in psychology, but his words here are as important as any doctor's. He's asking you to become the observer of your own thoughts and actions, observer of your own thoughts and the actions those thoughts provoke. Where do they come from? What biases do they contain? Are they constructive or destructive? Constructive or destructive? Do they cause you to make mistakes or engage in behavior you later regret? Look for patterns. Find where cause meets effect. Only when this is done can negative behavior patterns be broken. And only then can real life improvements be made. Yes, I like this one a lot. This has been a very powerful kind of tool that I've used. I haven't personally gone through CBT therapy myself, but I have done something very similar. My fiance and I, during the pandemic, we started reading this book. I can't remember the name of it, but there's The Artist's Way. And in it, one of the first kind of like exercises that you do that I've been doing ever since has been called the morning pages. Basically, it's you write 3 pages of stream of consciousness. Just write all your thoughts, get it down on the page. And the powerful thing about this, when you start doing this on a daily basis, after a month or so, when you review it, you start to see your patterns. You start to see the things that you are most annoyed about because the thing will pop up again and again and again. So I've kind of taken the same kind of tool and used journaling. And sometimes, because I struggle with writing, sometimes I'll do it as a video or a voice note and re-listen to it again and listen for my patterns and write down then kind of the key points. Then I recognize where the things need to change. Like in a recent in the last kind of few months, besides doing these videos, I've been working at a butcher shop. It was kind of a job I took on last year because I needed some kind of cash, and it was kind of afforded a bit of time so I could work on my other projects as well. But as kind of this year began, someone left, so they put me into a more full-time position, and I noticed myself getting more and more kind of depressed. And I recognized too, because of doing these pages for the last few years now, that like, all right, even my own observations in my life, January, February, March, I usually dip. But going full-time at this kind of job, or going as many hours as I did, took me away from kind of my purpose of what the things I actually wanted to accomplish. And it kept coming up again and again in the pages of like, man, like, it's not that I don't like the people there, but it's like, all right, I feel like this is just taking away. So I decided just a few weeks ago, actually it was like last week or 2 weeks ago, like, okay, I need to find a better solution. And, because I saw this pattern, I was like, okay, I'm going to cut back my hours there. So I kind of created a new schedule because I have that opportunity with this job to kind of like, all right, no, I can only do these days a week. And if they were going to say no, I'd walk away and I'd find something else that would fit what I needed to do, because I want to get this coaching program off the ground. I want to be able to have the time to dedicate to make these videos, to make the self-improvement, to follow my purpose and vision that I put out for my life. And I recognized working at the butcher shop wasn't going to help me accomplish that goal. Short term, yeah, it got me some like quick cash and easy kind of work, but I'm a glorified stock boy. So not that I have any ill will towards anyone that works there or the job itself, but I recognized that it wasn't the right fit. And I would have probably kept on doing that out of a sense of obligation if I hadn't observed my own thoughts and kind of patterns of like what I was really feeling. Like taking that time out to recognize where things are coming from, the cause and effect. Like, it's one of the things that I recognized early on too is like, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So every action that you take, there's going to be a reaction to it. And life is just these compounding, like you do a thing, and then you react to it, and then another thing, and it's just this kind of building thing. And so you can take a step back, look like, all right, is this the direction where I'm going? What's the force and control here? Is it my emotional? Is it just purely on emotions? Is it just I'm drifting through life and just being really aimless? Or am I taking intentional direction with where I want to go and what I want to do and how I want to get there? That's the things that are inside my control. So I would recommend CBT therapy or a coach or a mentorship that can help you identify these patterns, and doing the morning pages, doing something where you're like becoming your own observer, recognizing, all right, was that thought or action, like, is that in line with what I really want to do? If not, why did I do that? What was the kind of driving force behind there? Especially with our emotions. I know I've said this before, it's one of my favorite lines. Emotions are like children. You can't let them drive the car, nor can you stuff them in the trunk. They belong in the back seat. Am I stuffing down my emotions like I was doing with the butchers? Or like, I've rage quitted jobs because my emotions took over and I wasn't kind of thinking clearly and had nothing lined up, and then I kind of put myself in a bad financial situation. So recognizing, like this time I'm like, okay, how can I make this work so I can get everything there, but also put the time down to do the things that I want to do and make it work, right? No one's going to make it work for me but me. You don't have time, you make time, right? You have to make the time for the things. You have to, it's a Sunday and I still got up early to make this video, do my workout, write my pages. I do that before making this video. Sometimes I do it after on a Sunday. But I still make that time. I make an intentional effort to like, all right, recognize where my behaviors are, especially in relationships as well. Like, especially in your romantic relationships or even in your friendships. I think romantic relationships, especially as you're going through kind of the beginning, in my experience in the first few years, like recognizing your kind of patterns and, okay, like why does this bother me about this? And so that you can bring it up and recognize your side of the street of it. Like, how can I improve and what can I do to help the situation along? Are they meeting me? Are they meeting me in the middle? For my partner and I, we do a lot of self-work and self-improvement work on each other, on ourselves first, and then as the relationship as a whole. We treat the relationship as its own entity that requires both of us to work to make it, requires work from both of us. It's not one side or the other. It's both of us give to it so we can both take something away and build the life that we really want to build together. It's that kind of partnership, I'm really grateful for my partner. It sounds like she watches these videos and that really, like, I love you for that, Laura. I really do. It warms my heart because it shows that appreciation and affection to take time and care. And I do that for her work as well. Because those are part of our value sets. And, what's the cause? That's the cause. That's the effect. What's the cause? Like, because I love her, because that's what I'd want in return. I make her tea every morning, because she loves tea. She wakes up and it's my gesture of love, my gesture of showing affection and appreciation, which are part of my value sets of what it means to be a man. A man is mature, assertive, and nurturing. And it's that nurturing quality to foster that relationship, to work at it, So recognize and look at your causes, look at your effects, recognize wherever you're at in life, positive or negative things that happen in your life, you are the common denominator. You are in the driver's seat of your life. No one makes you do anything. You make those choices, and taking and owning that responsibility, not playing the victim, and recognizing, all right, how can I move forward and what do I have control? and not giving that control to anyone else, but recognizing what you can control and how to move forward with it. That's the cause, and here's the effect of me making a video. Anyways, I think I'm going to leave it there. That was a good one today. I really liked today's reading. But if you missed a Daily Stoic, don't forget to check out more Daily Stoic videos here, and one of my other videos probably on this side. And over on this side, don't forget to, if you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to the video and hit that bell for notifications so you continue on help join me on my daily journey through the Daily Stoic. And if you're interested in my coaching program, check out my website up here, and you can sign up for a free 30-day or 30-minute discovery call. We can have a chat and see how I can help you achieve your dream goals and desires. But with that, I'll see you tomorrow, and you have a great, if not better, day.